Hey, what's up, guys? This is like a end of the day beaten down devlog. This isn't gonna be anything proper. I just want to show you guys what it is I've been up to and all the wins I've been getting. So check this out. Let's hop onto the game and nothing's happening. That's because I need to reset something that I've been working on. Okay, let's go again. Now we have a game. All right, cool. Uh, I made the buffer kind of small on our object culling so we can see what's going on. But we have a little ghosty. That's not it. That's for someone who asked about a quest system. So that's gonna be next step. So let's start with vanilla, and then I'll go to like the big stuff that I've been working on. Right. So the vanilla stuff is just I've for my own sanity I've made a little bit of the building system, and all it is you press a button, and then your character freezes. You get this placeholder select thing, and then you just select it where you want to build. And right now there's only one kind of block, and I forget which button it is. I think it's A. There we go. And you can just build stuff, right? Kind of cool. You can make a little house, whatever. How do we get up there? There we go. Oh yeah, and to get rid of it, we press the same key as the drill. This is all placeholdery stuff, right? I need to change this. But Wait, how can we make this more of a castle? Like that? Okay, it's our tiny castle. Whatever. And then you just I forget which key it is. I think it's the same one. There we go. It's the same one. There you go. Everything in freezes. You can build stuff. Obviously, we're going to have a bunch of different blocks or tiles or whatever it is you want to call it. And we're going to do stuff. Now, that was the small stuff that I've been working on. At one point, I just had to take a break and create this, make a little system, and be like, oh, this is so nice. This is so fun. I can make so many things. Because this stuff was driving me crazy. So someone asked whether the culling script was compatible with save states. And since I had never used save states in GDevelop, since I've never had a reason to like save a game midway through, I'd never used it. But I thought it's like, well, it is variables being saved, so obviously it's gonna work. It didn't. Because the whole thing I didn't quite understand what it was going on. I had to look into it. So we're saving this stuff like the objects, they're not being stored in a variable right now. Well, it's kind of a variable, but it's inside a Java object, right? You can't access it, right, without Java. Well, through normal means. Uh so it's not like you can just say, hey, store this into a variable. We need to go through a different channel. But anyways, I don't want to bore you with that. All the explanation will come later, and the I'm just gonna give this to you, like I did with the top-down movement, the whatever cool movement I did. I'm just gonna put this on itch, and you can just download this. This will come tomorrow after I fix it and after I take the console stuff. But check this out. Save states. I'm gonna press a button. We're playing our game, and then mom calls, right? She's like, "Hey, dinner!" And you're like, "Oh, shoot! Let me go grab dinner." So I'm gonna press numpad 4. There we go. So now my game is saved. I can close it. I'll go eat. I come back. I restart the game, and now there's nothing because obviously this is placeholdery stuff, right? But if I press load, check that out. Oh, this is happening because I have two behaviors going on at once. There you go. We're back. Everything, our world, is where it was. Nothing changed. And now, if we want to make a change to it, I thought the performance was dipping. Oh, by the way, this doesn't affect performance at all. If anything, it makes performance better. after you save and load, because you loaded and you've not gone through all the tiles yet, they're not being taken into consideration yet. So the performance goes up actually, and it will slowly load as you walk through this through the world. Anyways, so where can we make a change? Oh, and this works with everything. Like, so let's plant a couple of trees. Oh, and this works with timers. So I'm gonna plant some trees here, and then I'm gonna hit save. So plant, 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 save. Okay, so I saved before the timers went off, and now there's the trees, right? So I'm gonna close the game, reopen. I'm gonna hit the magical button, and as you can tell, wait, as you can, wait, wait, my eyes are bad and I'm freaking tired. Let me load again. I think I just walked past the trees. Didn't I? Wait, did I screw this up again? Oh, the trees are on this side. Yeah, dingus. Let's try again. I am really, really knackered. There you go. There they are. You know, they were right there. And as you can tell, they're blooming. This is your first video, or if you're unaware, I am quite literally blind. I have retinitis pigmentosa. This is really bad eye disease. And any day now, I can stop being able to make these games. But whatever. But for as long as I can, I'm going to do some really cool stuff like this. So it works with everything because I'm amazing. This took me 2 to 3 days and a lot of sanity to make this happen. My God. And also, while I'm making this, uh, I've been creating some cool stuff for you guys as well. Because the way saving works, right, is you need to put stuff into variables. And like any sane person, before, instead of just, you know, winging it, I looked it up. How do you save my game? I know, how do I do this stuff? So I went into the actual GDevelop YouTube channel, and they have an example showing, hey, you can do it simply by creating a structure and then putting everything inside the structure, because the structure works as a folder. So then when you save it, because you need to bring your variables into one single variable, and then that variable gets turned into a JSON, and then when you load, you turn the JSON into, I'll explain this later. The point is, their idea of getting everything together is to make the structure, but this needs foresight, right? You need to be like, oh, shoot, I'll make everything to a structure, all my variables, so that if I ever decide I want to save, I have it already set up. If halfway through your project you go, man, I wish I could save my game, and then you go and your variables are all over the place, like already have on Mana Rogue, that's insane. I'm not gonna recreate all of my variables to put them into a structure. That's nuts. That's absolutely nuts. And I'm also not gonna make one single JSON for every single variable, because again, that is nuts. But that's what you're supposed to do, unless you're me. And I'm like, surely there's gotta be a better way. So I asked Buddy, ChatGPT, and I was like, that cool script we're using to grab variables and from objects and save everything and all this stuff? Can we just make a script that grabs all of my variables, sticks them into a variable, and then I can just use that one specific variable to save, and then recreate all of my variables from that one variable? And the answer is, after 2 days, yes. It took me one heck of a time to do it, but I did it. I don't really have any like fun examples to show you, but let's do this. If I start the game, I'm gonna reset, because for as long as I don't reset, the game don't start. that's not how it works. That's a personal decision of mine. Because if I'm loading, why do I need to generate a new world, right? I'll show you guys everything about this kind of stuff another time. This is just end of the day. It's getting dark. I'm tired. I need a shower and sleep. But check this out. I have a global variable that's called something. I forget what it is. Let's check. We're gonna go into our debugger. We're gonna hit refresh. We're gonna hit global variables and global underscore test. It's a number variable and it's at 0. Okay, cool. Awesome. Let's go back into our game. I'm gonna hit a number a few times, and now we just added a bunch of value to that variable. So now I'm gonna zoom in again so everybody can see. I'm gonna hit refresh, and as you can tell, it's up to what is that number? 600, right? Yeah, there we go. 600. So now, tab. There we go. Now I tabbed. I'm gonna hit numpad 1. Yeah, 1. There we go. So now I saved my variables. I think we can tell there. It should say, yeah, global variable saved. There you go. To global save. That's my scene variable. So now it's saved. It's in a file. It's somewhere on my computer now. So now I'm going to close like that. I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to teach you guys in a simple manner or make a guide, written guide, whatever, how to do this stuff. Don't worry. Or you can just literally download this. Okay, we have a new scene. If I go onto debugger and then refresh and then global variables, you know, every time I say and then, I think about the Bill and Ted lady. And then, anyways, the point is this thing's at 0 now, right? Global test. So now I'm gonna alt tab and I'm gonna hit my load variables button. And now if you look onto the console, it says global variables loaded. Loaded. I miss listening to some priest, man. It's at 0 because we haven't refreshed. There we go. Refresh, and now it's, oh, look, it's 600. We just loaded our global variables. I tested this. I made sure it works with all the variables, any kind of variables, and it's really cool how it does it. I'm not going to explain it because my sanity, okay? I need shower. I need to chillax and do nothing. Because this fried my brain. It killed me, right? But it's done now. And I already set it up. Like, some dude was asking, like, he wanted to see a simple quest system thing. And quests are fun. They're not too hard to make. They're not too simple either. They're a shop, basically. They're just like, you need these things to be met for this reward to happen. But I already put a little ghosty NPC here. And I'm going to make a quest. And I'm going to show you how to make a quest as well. So you just hold on a bit longer because I was dealing with this. This was driving me nuts. But just, again, it's so satisfying. You hit save. Now when you restart the game, you can't restart because you're looking at debugger. There you go. The game isn't starting because there is a save file currently in the game or in my computer. So it's like, you gotta save. Why start? And then when I hit refresh, my entire world, boom, it's back. It's like, I'm back, baby. And it saves variables as well. So the one next to the ghosty, let's 1, 2, 3. And underneath, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to hit save. So I'm going to overwrite my save. And it's numpad 4? 4. I'm going to close. I'm going to reopen. I'm going to reload. And now let's go 1, 2, bang. And it's going to take 2 hits on the bottom. 1, 2. There we go. So it saves the variables just the same. You saw it. It saves the timers. It saves everything. It does everything. It's amazing. At this point, it's no longer an extension. It's like its own software. Check this out. These are all the different iterations of the thing. But it's just, there's so much to this. It's a bunch of scripts. These were the options. But for example, loading takes 2 different scripts. And then, because we need to load the variables, then load the variables onto whatever. I forget now. Load the objects. There we go. We load the variables. So we load the text that has the big funny string, and then the big funny string gets turned into a readable string, and then the first script will turn the funny string that's now readable into actual variables back into your game, and then this one underneath reads the variables and generates objects out of them, right? And then if you don't have to save or anything, it goes on to the culling script, which keeps everything rolling just the same. I'll explain this, but you don't need to understand it, because I will put it's like I said, it's going to be the same thing as I did with the top down movement. I'm going to grab this stuff, I'm going to put it into an empty project, I'm going to put it on itch. You can just download, copy paste this into your project, and I'll just give you basic instructions on how to work with it, right? Instead of understanding and creating your own, you can just copy paste this and be happy, and you can have instructions. It's going to be like installing an extension, but easier, right? Anyways, I've been babbling for way too long. I'm going to hit that lovely save button, and I'm going to go take a well-deserved shower, and I'm going to have a good night, and tomorrow I'm going to keep on working. And just so you can see what it is I've been doing, I don't think there's anything you shouldn't see there. But look, this is me talking to ChatGPT, working out freaking code. And if you think, oh, that is so easy, I would just ask ChatGPT to make me script, you're wrong. If you think this is as easy as just going on to ChatGPT and saying, hey, dude, make me this, and he's like, okay, here's this perfect thing, you're wrong. Because he's going to give you something, you're going to put it in, and it's going to give you an error. And then you need to work out why. And it's because it's not using the right methods. So then you need to dig the right methods. And then you need to go onto the source code. And then you need to take these little bits. And then he's still going wrong because you haven't given him the right direction or the right idea on how to do things. And he's still doing things wrong. It's a tool. It's not a I win button. It will help you, but it will not do stuff for you. I still had to completely plan out this entire thing and make sure it worked in my head to then give it specific instructions on how to give this. If you think just AI is going to do anything for you, you're wrong. It will do it will do the tedious work. That's the cool stuff, right? The cool part about AI. It will do the tedious part, but not all of it. It will write you a giant script in seconds, but if you're not specific about what it is you want, the script will mean nothing, right? It'll be like someone just bashing on keys really fast. Anyways, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Till then, peace out. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, leave a like, all that jazz. And, keep safe and all that. All right. I'm on a roll. I won. All right. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.